driving manual.
Yes, I'll ever be.
Let's do it.
We are headed to Peanut Island. We are in Stuart, Florida right now, headed down to West Palm, and we hear that the water is blue and the beer is cold for this one.
Yes, baby, let's go see. Okay, this is how we're gonna get the anchor up. These are the commands. The one that's on the bow is showing the one on the helm where to go. With your hand, not speaking, always showing and making sure that the person at the helm can see your hand. This means the anchor is up. Let's go. Okay, but mom can't see that because she's behind you, so that's where you put it, okay? There, put the rope in there.
The Stuart Inlet here, and I'm a little bit nervous because there's a rocky outcropping here that we are powering through the opening here with a Johnson 9.9. So wish us luck.
And it's it's a beautiful day.
We got some current against us. We got a little wind coming, about 13 knots, I'd say. He said when you're going out of the inlet, look at the water for white caps and the change in smoothness on the top, because that's where you can see the current and differentials in the bottom of the depth. So what's happening on the top is sometimes a reflection of the topography of the bottom. Silence.
Woohoo! Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go see. Sails are up. Thanks so much to our friends at Far East Sails. Hey guys, you guys are awesome. The sails are working perfect. What does this feel like?
This feels so surreal. I'm so happy right now. I just can't even describe to you guys. Little Miss is out sailing. There's no mold in the deck. It's not stinking of fuel. Are you getting sick, sweetie? Okay.
Then where's your life vest?
Yeah, sit down on your bottom. And Bianca, will you get him a life vest? Look, come over here, babe. Sit next to me, okay?
Blake, look here. What does it feel like being seasick?
Not good. Okay, see where the ocean meets the sky? That's called the horizon. Just look out over the horizon, okay? Breathe in that fresh, beautiful air.
You want to switch on the autopilot?
Here.
Okay, so we're beating into the wind, and we see that the primary rigging is a little bit loose, starboard side, and also maybe some of the for the shrouds. So obviously just tightening them, and that's one thing I can tell you guys with rigging the boat. And I think a little bit more the primary one. It's a little bit too loose still. And then, yeah, just always tighten your rigging on your first sail. Just there's no split pins in right now, but tonight we'll make sure. Good job, babe.
making, I'd say 6 knots. What would you say? 7?
Yeah, probably six knots. So the Jupiter Inlet is one of the most dangerous inlets here on the East Coast. For those of you that don't know, that's the lighthouse, the infamous lighthouse. And we're just passing that right now. With the motto of living like a local, I think that we've done America pretty good. I mean, I had a hot dog competition, we had a brisket with Corey Simpson. We ate everything that you should not be really eating in your life in the United States of America. I had Taco Bell, which according to me is the worst takeout in the world.
We are 7.2 miles away from our destination. Javier was driving and now Stefan is driving. I was trimming the sails, and let me tell you something, these old school winches without the self-tailors scare me. I'm a little bit afraid I'm going to lose a hand. It's a lot of power. I feel like it's going to get away from me, and I'm really nervous. Really nervous to be out here in this kind of wind. It's only 18 knots, but you know, I don't know. We need to make some adjustments so that I can sail this by myself. The swell is getting a little bit bigger, and
wind's picking up, we have white caps.
Yeah, we've got white caps, the wind's picking up. I'm really happy Stefan's with me because there's just some things, you know, I always say like girls can do it, women can do it. There's some things that I feel uncomfortable with not having the weight behind the muscle to do this. I'm a little...
What are you saying about the weight?
Pump has gone out, and there's the old exhaust for the old engine. I had a bung in it, and the bung came out. So there's water coming in to the bilge right now, and the autopilot stopped. So I think maybe the electrical in the bottom maybe got swamped, and so I'm using the hand bilge right now to bilge out, pump out the bilge. So we're about 45 minutes out, and we have no autopilot, which is fine, and we have no bilge, which is a bummer. So we gotta address that after we drop the hook. The inlet and the waves are big and the rocks are big, and if I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit nervous.
There was a lot of swell back there.
Stefan's at the helm. There's a lot of swell. Our engine's been swamped twice now.
It's been fun. It's another day on the ocean.
Wait, Mama, why is it swamping if we're not in a swamp?
Well,
yeah, there was a lot of swell. I wonder if it's because of this tropical depression that's in Bahamas. So, and the fetch was really, really short. So I think about 2 meters swell, maybe 2.5 meters swell was kind of fun because the kids were wet and we had a laugh, but
the kayak wasn't laughing. The canoe wasn't laughing.
But the shakedown sail, 2 things. I really want self-tailing winches on the boat. I think that's what we're gonna do because it's really tough with these ones. We need another small winch for the self-tailing, for the furler, and we have to adjust a little bit of the cleats.
Yeah.
And then we're ready to go.
It looks so cool. I don't know if the water isn't pretty.
Well, it's windy and there's lots of waves, so that makes the water not as clear sometimes. And it's also it's getting to be nighttime. Made it. And
Maiden voyage.
Maiden voyage. I realized how much I need self-tailing winches. My goal, as you guys have known from the beginning, is to be able to solo and solo with the kids, and it was really difficult today. There were a few things that happened that I couldn't have done without getting hurt without Stefan on board. So one of the things was the autopilot went out, and it was just a simple fix. The battery main switch got switched from all to number 2, and I didn't know to check that, but now I know. The other thing is that the slugs on the mainsail need to be switched. Oh, you're getting me wet. To maybe plastic ones, because they stick. And what's really dangerous when you sail is when you go to take the sail down and it doesn't come down. That's a problem, because usually you have to turn into the wind it gets busy, and if you're sailing by yourself and you're up there yanking on the sail, it's, you know, it's not that safe.
It's the end of the day, long day. Thank you for coming with us on our maiden voyage. Aubrey's making us some nice salad and greens.
Blake was puking over the side, but he's such a little trooper. We got here and he's like, the water's clear, the water's clear.
He also peed in his pants.
He peed in his pants. He's like, I have to pee. And the boat's heeling over. He didn't know how to pee in the toilet. And he peed his pants. But he was just happy as a clam. He was like barfing and green in the gills. And then as soon as he heard the line go zzz, today, he like jumps up, bushy-tailed and bright-eyed, and runs out. He's like, we caught something. And we're like, no, we didn't. He's like, oh, look at that guy.